Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third week of Valorant matches. Right now we have Center up against UAH. First map is going to be Bind, and Center is going to be on the defending side for the first half. Center going for a pretty usual comp. I mean, the Sky, the Rays. A couple people switched around. I remember last time I think we had Whisper on not on Rays, but Ixora on that good old fashioned Reyna. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because we all know Ixora dominates on Reyna. Snom also busting out the Astra again. I remember that being a pick that we had last time. Nobody on UAH locking in just yet. There we go. A near mirror match with a handful of similar picks, but I say near and then they switched up on me. The difference of having the double smokes, I think that could make attacking a little bit more difficult, but with defending first half, center shouldn't have too much trouble with the double smokes, but we'll see. Instead of a Reyna, UAH is gonna run the Jet, and with new Jet changes, I'm eager to see if that works out. Jet has been a little bit nerfed recently, making her have to be a little bit more accurate with ability times. But as we get into this, we'll see just the first pistol round, which will decide how the first just handful of rounds might go. If one team wins this, then it near guarantees that they'll win the next one. Looks like center is going to opt to buy a handful of ghosts, while UAH is going to go full throttle and all buy ghosts. So it's going to leave them a little bit lacking on utility and things like that. They'll have to rely on the free abilities that they get. Looks like a full send to A on almost both teams, allowing for the 3 stack on A, which is going to be really fortunate. Ooh, Ixora gets that first headshot. A very good start for center. Not only to the game, but to the entire series. Everybody a little bit nervous because of that headshot, afraid to peek forward. Whisper using that util, making sure that they're going to be delayed whenever they come in. They assume the rotate, and so a handful of people are going to switch over to B, but noise is made in showers. Ixora knows that there's there at least one, but probably more. Oh, unfortunate. Whisper and Ixora get taken out. Pierogi stuck in lamps. Pierogi can try and peek out of here. Doesn't know exactly where they're planting. Sees the Jet, takes the Jet out. It's a very nice headshot. Ooh, Sky sees maybe 2. Ooh, Snom. Just, they don't even know that Snom's there. They know where Sky is. Ooh, unfortunate. The headshot. But, oh, that was a little bit of a gross headshot from Pierogi to start that. I know that the center team is excited to win that first pistol round because it most likely means they're going to win this next one. They're going to have the money to buy like SMGs, maybe some shotguns. I don't think anybody will have enough money to buy a rifle or anything like that, but still plenty of cash to go around. For UAH, probably going to opt more for those abilities. The Ghost didn't fare them too well, and they're going to need to rely on very good utility usage in order to take out a team with things like Areses and Marshals. Instead of going back to A, they are going to go to what looks like B long, maybe send a lure to Hookah. With a similar setup there, the center is going to be a little bit lacking on B site with only 2. They'll have to stall in order for the rest of the team to have enough time to rotate. And they are slow walking all the way up to long. Looks like somebody's making some noise, so some utilities being thrown out. Presence is being shown. Jet dashes onto site. Jet can't quite see anything. Oh, and Pierogi looks away at the exact wrong time, but still gets the kill. Snom and Pierogi just taking out enemies on the site. One of UAH is in Garden. One of them is in Elbow. I think it's actually called Pentagon. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure where they are. Oh, knows that the last one's CT. Covering their tracks. Bomb is on site. They're going to have to push out of Elbow onto the site and get almost everyone here. A very good, very nice triple kill from Snom. I believe that was 2 people that had rushed onto site, and then that last kill right there. Center is going to be raking in cash at the moment. They're going to have enough money that even if they lose this round, they're going to have enough money to buy rifles next round. So it doesn't really matter if they lose this one. In fact, UAH is supposed to win this one. And just because of how the money has fallen 2 rounds in a row, they're gonna run those saved SMGs and sniper rifles, while UAH is gonna opt for better rifles because they've saved for so long. And it looks like UAH is gonna send a couple onto A, just like first round. Throwing a couple in showers. Bomb is going to go showers, and a couple in short. Xora not playing as deep as he was last time, but Whisper getting a pick with the nade. That's very good. There's a lot of people. Oh, and Whisper just gets taken out. Xora gets the pick, though. Trades. Sees another one and takes that one. Is maybe looking to pick up that Ares if it becomes an issue. Decides to reorient. Knows that Sky has bomb, and Sky can take it to the other site. He's maybe looking to pick up a rifle off of one of the fallen UAH members. Holding that, Xora knows that this is most likely where they're going to be. Misses the shot. Both of them have presence known. But Pierogi picked up a Vandal while all that was happening, and you can't really do much against that. That's going to go 3 rounds in Center's favor. Again, Center was not supposed to win that round, and so that just means that they're going to have a really massive lead going into the rest of this half. A lot of really nice just kill streaks going on. A couple triples, and Xora has locked down showers. We saw it on pistol round, was holding at close quarters, and then every round after that, making sure that no one makes it through as long as Xora has that Marshal in hands. Now everybody having access to Vandals, though. Vandals and Phantoms. UAH is going to do a little bit of a split push. Some to B, some to A. With an emphasis on B because Bomb will be looking at that. But everybody's going to have somebody to contest with. Whisper playing a little bit back. Going to throw a nade just to make sure that utility... You might get somebody. I guess not make sure, but try and test. 2 in hookah, 1 in long. Don't know exactly where they are, so they don't want to peek. Some smoke's really preventing a fast push onto site. Turret sees somebody. Turret gets taken down, and Boombot, ooh. Rogi shoots Boombot, doesn't want to take that risk. Rogi's presence is known, they know where she is. Pulling in, they're going to have to back up from that. Once again, 1 in long, Snom does not know. Has to clear it. Smoke goes down. Gets shot in the back. Really unfortunate. It's a 2v5. Pierogi and Blimey. Again, really split. Both on the other site. I guess both on different sites. Now they know where the bomb is. They don't know if one's in heaven. Does Blimey clear it? Blimey does clear it, but doesn't quite get the kill. Pierogi is on her own. It's a 1v5. Thinks... I have a Vandal I should probably just save, and I think that's a wise decision. But it might not be something that UAH agrees with, and they might just push this. Looks like Sky is maybe looking for something. They don't know that Turret's there. Turret sees. Sky decides no. Gonna back up. A rough round, but Center was due for a loss, definitely. A rough round, and at the same time, Pierogi's going to make it out with a Vandal, and so it's not entirely lost. UAH just got a Thrifty, which means that they spent almost as little money as possible buying really cheap guns and still got the win. Now that we've gotten closer into the heart of the half, we're getting a couple ultimates up. Both Snom and Xora have their ultimates. With Astral Wall creating a giant deafening barrier that could lock down a site, and Xora having what I think is a pretty iffy ult, but Xora seems to do decent work with it. And there we go. Xora pops the ultimate. Any fight is going to go in Xora's favor now. Xora not pushing with it. There goes Snom's wall, preventing any sort of push. If they want to push through, they're going to be at a heavy disadvantage. Xora does want to get maybe some utility out of this ult, looking for somebody daring enough to peek onto site. Going through the jet smokes. Sees 2 and just gets crossfired. There's not really much you can do against that. Blimey's going to trade, but get traded herself. It's a 2v4. Still doable. Bomb is going to go down. Sky ult went out. Just throwing a ton of stalling utility at Pierogi. Snom gets the flanker. Sees another one, but had knife out. Really unfortunate. Pierogi sees one. And gets the one. Really scaring off the rest of UAH. I'm unsure if Pierogi can really get the defuse here, especially with 2 still on the board. Really unfortunate. 3-2. It is still in Center's favor. Money spread around a little bit. That did cost 2 of Center's ultimates, though. That's going to set them a little bit back in the ultimate economy. But the regular economy, it looks that they're still doing all right. Maybe having to forgo a boom bot or forgo some Astra utility on occasion, but still able to keep up. Managing to hold on to a lot of those rifles. A lot of these games are coming down really close, and a lot of people are dying, and so economy is still getting tanked for both sides. Doing a little bit of a slow push onto B, not making a lot of noise. This guy's going to dog into hookah. Isn't going to find anybody, but now they know that somebody's in hookah. At least Sky is. A couple lineups trying to take out things like Cubby. Looks like a lot of utilities being thrown onto site with Ray's blast packing on. Not really anticipating the jet knives. Pierogi gets taken out. They know that there could be somebody in that smoke, and they just need to clear it. A lot of utilities being thrown. They cannot push in here. This is really unfortunate for Center. Whenever these smokes go down, they're going to have to push through, and they're going to have to push through fast. They know that one's behind in elbow. And gets them. Xora gets taken out by those jet knives again. Ooh. There's the Brimstone ultimate. So I'm having to push out. Getting one, but getting traded. Blimey flashing out. Oh, unfortunate. UAH has got some really strong players. As they've evened it up 3-3. We are halfway through the first half. Or a quarter of way through the game. That's how fractions work. 2 ultimates for Center. We have Showstopper from Raze, and we've got, I think, Seekers is what it's called, from Sky. I think that that could mean really well for like rotating and just trying to recover a site. Retaking with those really strong abilities could be a game winner. It looks like Center is going to budget this round, opting for classics and shorties. I'm definitely not one to think ill of a shorty user. I think it's one of the funnier guns in the game. Ooh! Xora getting a very nice headshot through that smoke. Showstopper comes out, like I said, for the retake. Sees a handful, but just can't quite get it out fast enough.
Spike planted.
It's Pierogi and Snom versus 4. They've sandwiched the site so they can't poke in together, but they can poke in from 2 different sides. Checking the top of the truck, knowing that they have a lot of really mobile players. Sees one in showers. Pierogi makes her presence known. Trying to cover all the angles, it's just too much. Oh, Snom getting 2 people at once. And Pierogi's gonna get a handful. But Pierogi just, you can't do anything against the wall bang whenever you have to defuse. This has got to be incredibly frustrating for Center, as UAH is on a 4-game win streak, but they just came off. Center just came off of a 3-round win streak, so it's not something that's unheard of in Valorant. That was a budget round. Oh, it's going to be a timeout from Center. That was a budget round, so I don't think the Center has too much to worry about. They should be able to pick up, at the very least, some SMGs, maybe some Ares and Bulldogs. And maybe if somebody budgeted enough running classic and no utility, they might have been able to get a rifle. As we wait for this timeout, I think that it's important to note that we do have Killjoy ultimate. UAH is popping their ultimates pretty quickly, and like as soon as they get it, they're gonna pop it because they want to get that use out of it pretty fast. Killjoy ultimate is a really big shutdown tool, and so if we see Killjoy ultimate this round, it could just completely halt somebody in their tracks. But I completely understand if they'd want to maybe use it as a counter to other ultimates. Viper ultimate and Raze ultimate to a degree kind of just get snuffed out by KJ ultimate. With a big focus on A here, looks like they're going to go for a long and shower push. I guess short and shower push. Lemmy sees one. Can't quite get the dog off. UAH returning a dog of their own. Whisper throwing in those nades, maybe getting a little bit of damage, but really it's just for the stall. Viper smoke sort of dividing sight. Center does not have visuals on most of the site. Snom throwing a lot of live rounds into there. Whisper getting one. Ooh, couldn't quite back up. Is running through a ton of mollies. Is going to get out with 3 health. Nerve-wracking. Xor hurt on sight, but that can be fixed with a simple kill. Xor just needs 1 pick, and Center is heavily in favor to win this fight. Those Seekers go out. Letting Xor know where everybody is. Xor taking out the Brim. Knows that the corpse is there. Ooh. Can't quite dismiss fast enough. Oh, but that's a lovely headshot from Pierogi. That's going to bring that even. It's going to break the streak from UAH. It is now 4-4. No one's favor, really. Financially, everybody's going to be pretty similar. Maybe UAH has a little bit more simply because they're coming off of that streak. But really, I think that this is an incredibly even game. I will say before, whenever I was talking about the double smokers, I was saying that that might cause a little bit of trouble for Center on attack, but to be honest, it's causing a little bit of trouble right now. They're just able to sort of divide the site into so many different sections, and from there split up Center's team. Looks like they're going to be a slow push onto long, while Viper and Raze make noise in hookah. Snom and Pierogi on site, but they know that they probably can't stop all 5. Skydog goes out and sees Snom. Snom's concussed. Oh, and is able to pull in order to stall. That KJ ultimate comes out. They cannot push this, really. Snom took a handful of damage from just the utility being thrown onto site. And Snom's going to go ahead and take the gamble that they went ahead and rotated. Which is, we know they did not. It's going to maybe leave Center a little bit short-handed on B. The utility comes out. The showstopper not finding anything. Very good for Center. The Astra Wall is deafening to most, including teammates. Pushing through and out of this is going to be difficult for everyone. Oh, and the Viper ult on site. Astra Wall goes down. Pierogi sees one, gets them, and gets shot in the back. It's a 2-3, and in Viper ult. Blimey getting one. Jet is incredibly hurt, and Viper's in ult. A lucky spray could be what they need from Viper. The Viper gets taken out, and the Jet gets taken out. And I believe that is enough time to defuse for bomb. Of course, I do not have audio at the moment, but I can hear the cheering from the other room. Center is a little bit back in high spirits. Perhaps the start to another 3-round win streak. As we see Center takes the lead, 5-4. It's going to be round 10. Now the teams are really thinking about how they want to play this final round. They want to see what ultimates they have, what ultimates are coming up, and how they should deal with their economy. Should they go ahead and start saving just to ensure that everybody has full abilities, full shields, full rifles for last round, or They just take a gamble and hope that they can do some damage management on the 11th round. Gonna look like a push onto A. UAH realized that B was a little bit of a loss, and they're playing a pretty similar route every time. Whisper throwing the nade for the stall once again. 3 going into showers. Whisper is looking at it, making sure that if somebody's trying to push out, that Whisper's going to be there to stop them. Whisper doesn't quite hear anything, and so is going to start the rotate. Viper wall goes up. Ooh, a lovely kill from Xor, healing off of that, but getting concussed by the dog. I don't think they can really push off that. UAH Jet got 2. It's 3-4. Oh! Sam's going to get that one. It was a big pick. Sam gets taken out. Pierogi getting a pick. Xora having a fight between a couple different people. Knows that there's people on his left, but Seeker's coming at him. It's just Sky at teleporter. Xora knows where Sky is and knows where Sky could be. Bomb is down on site, but is not planted. This is heavily in Center's favor. Sky just used ultimate, so there's no hope of getting that. There's a decent chance that they could win off time. Looks like Sky's going to run onto site. Maybe look for a pick, even bomb. He's going to get Pierogi, but Xora's going to clean that up and make sure that Center's going to take that round. Now we go into round 11. Round 11 is the second to last round of the half. After 12 rounds, we will switch halves, and so they're going to lose everything. They've got to make sure that these rifles that they have, they're going to be able to back it up with full shields and full abilities when next round comes. I think that Center's ready to get a little bit of a lead here in hopes that whenever halftime comes around, that double smokes doesn't hurt them too bad. UAH Jet going to instantly pop knives. They also have Brimstone ultimate, which could be really big for post plan. If that bomb goes down, it could mean bad things for Center. Xora not really sure if they want to challenge the Jet knives. Viper wall giving them a lot of cover. Oh, Xora gets taken out by the Jet knives. Whisper getting the trade, and then getting traded themselves. Snam getting 2. Big picks from Snam. It's now a 3-2. Last 2 in hookah, but that's not exactly known. Oh, the smoke goes up just in time to hide Snam. That was just a recall too. Snam, that wasn't a reflex. That was just luck of the draw. I suppose it could have been a reflex as smoke was not up. UAH is going to rotate onto A. Still one on A to contest. Blimey might be able to have a nice little quick round right here. Bomb is going to go down. Blimey not wanting to push super hard until her teammates get up. UAH pushing back into short. Snob's going to use that Astro Wall. They're going to have to push really deep and just almost guess whenever the bomb's going to be defused. But, like I said before, that Brimstone ultimate is going to take out Snom. A massive post plant for UAH.
One enemy remaining.
Pierogi getting the... Ooh, it looks like Snom got the half, and so Pierogi's going to get the other half. They're not even going to have to worry. Blimey's going to get the completely free optional pick. Blimey didn't even have to do that and just got that little bit of extra pizzazz from that round. Now we go on to the last round. It is 7-4. UAH could make this a little bit closer and make it 7-5, or Center could have a double lead with an 8-4 going into attack. Looks like utility is going to be thrown out from Viper, maybe to bait. Not really sure which site UAH is prioritizing here. Going a little bit of face on both. Sorry, here's that dog. Peeks it. Knows that there's another one there. Sort of wanting to maintain that presence in showers while other people are pushing B. UAH just sort of realized that A is locked down, so they're going to try knocking on B's door.
Taking that back.
Ton of presence on B. Snom getting hit a lot by the grenade.
Bomb grenade out.
There's still plenty of center presence on A that are going to have to rotate. That bomb's going to go down. It's 4 to 5, and there's not a lot of sight control. But Pierogi's there. They don't quite know it. The concuss goes out. Viper's down. Ooh, Raze gets hurt, but Pierogi can't quite finish them off. Sort of having to run onto site and getting gunned down. Whisper having the showstopper, pulls it out, throws it. Doesn't quite get one, but Blimey is going to get the Jet. A massive player for UAH. It's 1 to 2. No ultimates on the board, but Blimey still having plenty of utility. Throwing the flash out. Gets one. And there's the second one. Blimey knew. Blimey knew. Some may not have faith, but Blimey had faith. And that's going to make it 8-4 with a fantastic clutch from Blimey. Center, I'm sure, ecstatic about that win right there. And about the half in general, that was a really good half from both teams. A nice four-round streak from the side of UAH, and just able to clutch it out. A lot of really close rounds despite the score. Going into this half, we should be looking at the smokers for UAH are going to create a lot of tension, and it just means that all of the, not I want to say initiators, but that is a literal role, but all of the entry fraggers, everybody who's going to push in, is going to have to push in a little bit harder, simply because there's a lot of muck that they're going to have to sift through. A lot of utility being thrown out. Jet taking out Ixora really quickly. Not sure if Blimey exactly saw if there was anybody in lamps. Nobody really checking it. Oh, a couple of headshots. Really unfortunate spray pattern. Snom's going to get Jet. Just Snom. And defenders are going to win that one. Defenders automatically have a little bit of an advantage whenever it comes to pistol rounds, simply because the attackers have to come to them with a lot of really short-range weapons. But that does mean that UAH is favored to win this round, as they're going to be able to buy those SMGs. I'll always say, though, that a good plan and a shorty that can beat a bulldog any day. And so I'm very excited for maybe Whisper to hit a double blast pack into backside just to take somebody out with a double barrel. I think that could be a little bit of a fun round. Now I'm going to get taken out by that Jet, and Ixora also going to get taken out by the Jet. That was on B, not even a space that they were trying to contest for Spike, just a space that they wanted to throw some other things. Maybe a little bit of distraction. 3 to 5. Center's really hesitant to push onto things. This guy's just throwing abilities at each other. Considering the teleport. Gonna teleport onto A. But it looks like UAH hasn't really fully rotated off of A, so they're still gonna find some tension here. Pierogi not expecting it. Blimey not either. Could Jet get the ace? I've never believed in a shorty more than in whenever it's in Whisper's hands. Boombot's still on the table.
30 seconds left.
There's a decent chance that Whisper just wants to prevent this ace. Jet not really gunning for it in any degree. Does look like there's going to be some aggressors. And it looks like that's going to be a little bit of a bait from the Viper to lead to an ace for Jet.
Look them in the eyes when you kill them.
An interesting little round, but once again, that was one that Center was supposed to lose. I'm sure that was a little bit fun, even for Center, a team who got aced. It's gonna make it 8-6. The lead that was gained near the end of the first half is slowly closing. Now that rifles are becoming an availability, we might see that turn a little bit though.
Got to target a star. Concealment.
Throwing out utility on A, making presence known. Got dogs going out. Oh, but the raise nade is just gonna hurt Snom again. Oh, a lot of really unlucky sprays. Brim's gonna take out Snom. Whisper getting a headshot.
Last player
And
standing.
Pierogi just... UAH's Jet is demolishing this game right now. Just blind me with bomb. Doesn't expect the one behind. That's going to lead to a flawless for UAH. Making it 8-7. Still in Center's favor. Center is going to be a little bit hurt for money going into these next few rounds. And no ults are really within reach.
Should I play some stars in this reality?
I say not really within reach. Of course, anything can happen. Triple kill for the Astra could lead to a massive wall, but nothing that we should expect. Nothing that we should expect to be busted out at the middle or beginning of this round. Just rushing onto Hookah, making a ton of noise. Astra throwing down the stars.
Obscuring, blocking vision.
Playing it slow is not working. It's time to make some noise. He's throwing a nade into Hookah. Oh, I for a second thought Snom was going to get taken out. Making everybody healthy again. Ixor's going to get taken out. Blimey's going to get taken out. And then Pierogi's going to trade. Ooh. Nice couple of shots from the Classic, but ultimately the Vandal wins.
Last player standing.
Just Snom. Maybe prioritizing picks more than an actual win. Ooh. Really unfortunate just distance battle right there, of course. That is going to be UAH's Jet Knives, which is a powerful move, and that's kind of good for Center because Center did not put a lot into that round. A couple SMGs, but not really anything that they're going to be that upset about losing. So that's going to be Jet Knives. And of course, I don't think anybody expects somebody to win a fight between Jet Knives and Stinger at a pretty far distance. It's going to be 8-8, evening it up. No ults on the board, but we maybe should consider seeing some pretty soon. This is an incredibly close game. Center going to have to reevaluate what they're doing. Playing slow wasn't quite working. Playing fast just got them destroyed. So they don't know that Sky's on the left. This could be bad if Snom doesn't clear this. Snom goes into the astral plane just to get taken out.
Obscuring vision.
Oh, and Sky got 2 there. That was not a good trade for Center. Xora on point. Snom's planting that bomb. It's an even 3-3. Whisper with a shotgun. Just a little bit too far. Raze also making it known that they have an op. Peeking anywhere could be incredibly dangerous with that operator on the table.
Last player standing.
Oh, behind Snom. Oh, but Ixor's going to get one ult and then lose, not knowing that there was a second one in that smoke. Losing Ixor's ultimate is kind of a big deal. While the lead is not too strong in UAH's favor, Ixor's ultimate could have been a massive game changer rather.
Here.
They're gonna have to clutch up a round without that ultimate. Snom does have that astral wall. As we saw before, the wall was really good for just shutting down any entries. So I think that bomb could be placed. Could be a decent advantage for Center. Flash goes out. He's going to light flash, but nothing too detrimental. Rushing down long.
Divided. Still in sight.
So we're going to peek on. Not seeing anybody immediately. that wall being used to get onto site also means that there are a couple of people on site that aren't exactly detectable.
Got blocking vision. Blocking vision.
The raise nade gonna hurt Snom a little bit. Everybody's visible now. Snom's gonna get taken out by the jet. Just a couple of blind fires. Oh, Ixora pulling out the knife at an unfortunate time. Just Blimey. I'm sorry, just Pierogi. Blimey got taken out. Their presence is known. Oh, a nice double, and didn't quite get an ace. That was about as much as Pierogi could have gotten out of that situation. I think that getting as much money as possible was definitely in the cards. I think either a save there or just, once again, hurting their economy by getting the kills is the play there. I will say Bomb was down. Bomb was down, and there's a decent chance that they were just hoping for a really accurate spray through the smoke. It's going to be 8-10, 2 rounds in UAH's favor. Sees the jet. They know where Jet is. Jet being such a big player in this game might influence, just knowing where she is might influence where we want to take that bomb. A little bit of a slow rotate from Blimey, who does have the bomb, but a little bit of presence still going to be shown on A.
Obscuring vision.
Snom concussed. This could be really bad, especially with just the sheriff. Snom trying to back out. Can maybe catch this jet on a flank. Looks like they're somewhat circling around each other. Hopefully Snom can end up behind the jet. Oh, really unfortunate. Snom caught with a knife out. 3-5.
30 seconds left.
Whisper having that judge means that they kind of have to blast back in. Ixora getting a pick with the sheriff is really big. Whisper just not able to click fast enough.
Here.
Jet's on site. They know where Jet is.
Player standing.
Unfortunate, the operator. If UAH wins 2 more rounds, they win this entire map. But looks like Snom's going to call that timeout. Snom knows that this isn't working. They haven't gotten a win since halftime, and time to talk it out. Time to talk it out. See what's going on wrong. See where the issues are. And yeah, I think that whenever we come out of this timeout, Center is really hoping to see a little bit of a reformed gameplay. Really hoping that Center is able to find out what the problem is and just eliminate it. As we see, I now have control of the cameras, which is funny goofy. I'm going to move the microphone a little bit back because I've got to lean. And this is the other team. Aha. Sorry, just getting a feel for the controls really quickly. All right. We are going to leave out of this timeout. And I think that this raise and this jet could be kind of scary. Whenever you've got that operator, and the operator not even being the main main problem, that's incredibly scary. UAH's duelists are incredibly powerful, and Sora is getting a little bit of a run for their money. Not making a presence on showers, hoping that maybe their jet will push out of showers. As we see Jet is maybe contesting that a little bit. Oh, gonna run away, but we are gonna go over to long. A lot of utility being thrown out and a lot of damage being thrown out. Everybody getting healed up by Sky there. I've accidentally turned on the AR red dots, and I hope that's not too disorienting. I'm not quite sure how to turn it off. Ixora is going to get a pick on a Viper. as everybody moves on to A. Whisper clearing lamps. A lot of people trying to make sure that those flanks are getting hit. This is 5-3, heavily in Center's favor. Ooh, Ixora and Sky sort of duking it out in showers. Ixora not wanting to get peeked from somewhere else. It's just Sky. A fantastic headshot. Another fantastic headshot. Ixora getting the 3-piece in that round. This could be the start. A little bit of a streak. I really hope that I can hit a button and then get rid of the. I think I did it. I think I got. Is it R? Haha, it's R. I figured it out. I'm such a smart individual. These ultimates. It looks like it's going to go a little bit in Center's favor, but not anything too crazy. Looks like they're going to go for the spread out play again. It worked last time, and hopefully it can work again. Throwing utility, trying to see if they can get some reconnaissance. Jet taking out Ixora. That is absolutely disheartening. Oh, and Snom getting taken out as well. Jet is incredibly hurt, but if Jet can get to their Sky, they can heal. And Jet still has those knives. Bomb is down in spawn. Everybody has to turn around and go back for that. Blimey pulling out ultimate at the exact wrong time, but Pierogi gets the Jet. I didn't notice. They know that there's some people in market. They have to play this really carefully. The smoke goes out. Blimey can't really see anything. Is just gonna have to hope. Maybe spray and pray. Running through the decay. Takes out the raise, but gets shot from behind. Really unfortunate for Blimey, and that is going to make it 9-12. If UAH wins one more round, then that just means that they win this map. But I think that it is not entirely out of the question that just Center gets a hold of 3 more rounds and evens it up. I definitely don't think that's out of the question, especially with how the ults are looking. Jet is one of their biggest players, and Jet's already used their ultimate for the next little bit. Having Ixora's ultimate could be really big moves. Ixora is going to pop it. Knows that that's Jet's there. Wants to contest this. Takes out the Jet. That's a really big first pick. It is a trade, but Jet is incredibly valuable to UAH. Blimey going to plant on site. And Ixora's going to push out of those smokes. A little bit dangerous for Ixora to play there. He can take a little bit of poke. Lockdown is going to be destroyed, but Ixora is going to get a pick. Using that dismiss to get some reconnaissance. Snom gets taken out. They know that one is flank. But 2 are rushing onto site. That nobody's really looking at site. So we're down to a molly. Blimey getting 1. A beautiful headshot, but it's a wallbang, so it's not doing too much damage. They're defusing. That's half. Sky could clutch this out, but Pierogi won't allow it. Pierogi will not allow Sky to bring them back into this. Pierogi gets that headshot, that beautiful headshot, and is going to make it 10-12. I almost said 10-2, and it definitely was not about to be 10-2. By the way, if you didn't know, if you press R, you can see the rifle sightlines. I accidentally did that a moment ago, but the more you know. But yeah, as we go into this, it was a little bit of a light show while you were gone. As we go into this round, a little bit less of a spread out play as everybody moves on to A. Playing a lot far back. Jet maybe has got their fill of pushing showers and has moved over to B, which could be massive for Center. While Jet's going to have to play for retake, and Center might just get sight here. Unfortunate pick on Snom. Skydog goes out, doesn't get Ixora. Sky's going to run away. Ixora's going to push onto site, even through the smoke. Ooh, is hesitant. That hesitance might have just killed Whisper there. It's 3-5. A lot of utility being thrown. Looks like showers is no longer an option. UAH still have 2 on B. They know that Center hasn't pushed onto site, and there's no reason for them to start to rotate. I am surprised that their jet hasn't began flanking, as it's something that they somewhat enjoy. Well, I don't know if they enjoy it, but they do it quite a bit. Holding an op in long. This could be detrimental to Pierogi. Oh, really unfortunate. It is 2-5. An op in long. Blimey's going to contest it. Gets the hard flash. Pushing up. Takes out the operator. It's just Blimey. 1-4. He's going to get this so that they're one more closer to that ultimate. There's just one on A, but they heard the teleporter, so they're going to be rotating fast. Blimey gets one pick. They have ultimate. Bomb goes down. They don't expect Sky on site, and that is going to be map 1 going in UAH's favor. A little bit of a heartbreaking loss, as it was really close, but I think it would have been heartbreaking either way. Both teams were just neck and neck that entire game. Just looking at that scorecard, I could definitely see that Raze and Jet are some really good players, and I'm excited to see if maybe some of our players can contest them in these later maps. back, everyone. This is going to be the second map, Center versus UAH. This time, we are going to go to Lotus. And switching sides, I guess switching the initial sides. Center's going to be playing on attack first. Lotus is sort of known for being really big. Lotus is known for being a really big map. Characters like Neon and characters who have big lineups are usually pretty strong. I like to see these picks. I really like to see these picks. We've got Whisper going back to that Gecko, and we've got Blimey on the Raze, Snom on the Jet, and Pierogi on the Brim. Ixora may be thinking about that breach, maybe considering the breach, and maybe considering running the triple duelist, which I don't mind that Ixora ran a triple duelist. I'll take a triple duelist any day of the week because I think it's fun.
Sentinels, who needs them?
Sentinels, I've never needed a Sentinel in my entire life. But I do like to see Whisper running the Gecko because I think that we've seen it quite a bit, maybe one or two maps, and it's one of the picks that I think Whisper enjoys, and I really enjoy. I just enjoy Gecko as a character. Ixora is going to lock in that breach, and it looks like we're seeing a few lock-ins on the side of UAH. We're getting the Sky again, getting the Brimstone, the Jet. We're seeing that Jet and Raze, but this time having a Killjoy. With Lotus being a really big map, Killjoy can lock out large portions of the map, but at the same time, that means that really, if you lock down one site, it's going to take a really long time for me to full rotate. And so just those gambles as to whether to commit to a site or rotate are just that much more valuable. Running Jet Raze for both teams is something that I think is scary. Snom and Blimey are sort of gambling that they've seen their Jet and Raze and they've said, well, we're gonna raise our own and we're gonna just try and diff you here. And I think it's bold. It's a bold play, certainly. And I'm not sure if it's said with as much malice as I'm interpreting as, but Ixora instantly concussing and UAH's Jet having to dash out of there. Wingman automatically planting bomb. The Molly blocking off that part of the site. Raze gets taken out, not Reyna. Bomb already being down only a couple seconds into this round is massive for Center. They just have to maintain this control over site. And it looks like everybody's moving on. Blimey gets taken out. Pierogi's the only one looking at site. Doesn't quite see the ones in the smoke. Very scary. Whisper taking out the Jet. Bomb was halved, and it doesn't matter. And then Whisper going back to pick up Dizzy. Even though he didn't have to, I do like picking up the little abilities afterwards. That was a really big round for Center. That was really big. There was a lot of plays that I think they realized that UAH's Jet likes to play really aggressive, likes to play like push showers. I suppose not really aggressive, but hold aggressive angles. And so Ixora said, you want to hold aggressive angles, then I'll make it rough terrain for you. And I think that that's an incredibly intelligent move by Ixora. Moving over to A. It's really difficult to split push on this map just because of how big it is. And so it's going to be a full push onto A. Running those SMGs. Door's going to open, going to make a ton of noise. Whisper's going to get taken up by that nade. The bomb's going to get picked up. Flash is going out. Blimey gets the pick. Oh, pulls out utility, which is incredibly scary. Doesn't expect the one from behind. It's not Pierogi getting theirs. I think that this slow peeking KJ might not have that much of a hope. Maybe hoping to pick up a Stinger or a Spectre and get out. No, looking to see on the site. And Ixora's gonna say absolutely not. You've overstayed your welcome. I of course I'm not in the minds of the players. However, I do think that Snom's switch to Jet was a good pick. think that, not that the Astra was a bad pick, but Snom's just presence on Jet is one that is, like, you can't compare. And I'm eager to see whenever we get into the deeper rifle rounds, the 1v1s that happen between these Jets. I'm incredibly excited to see it. There goes the concuss. Jet having to back up. Getting a little bit of poke from turret, but it's not too bad. A handful on site. Snom can't quite kill them all. Whisper getting one, but Frost getting another. 3 to 4. Whisper with that Marshall's having to hold really closed angles. A lot of mollies being thrown out. Just trying to stall. Bomb is on site, but not planted. Frost is going to take out Pierogi. Ooh. And Sora's going to get taken out from behind. It's just Whisper. Hoping for a pick. Couldn't quite find one. Going with the economy math, that's a round that Center was supposed to lose. Won the last two, and by a very decent amount. They should still be able to buy rifles, but the reason that they lost that last one is because just the economy caught back up for UAH, and they were able to buy rifles. Now we're looking at a little bit more of an even playing field. Just coming off the heels of a loss, Center might be a little bit behind, but not in any way that's going to affect them too much. Moving on to site. They know to pressure mid just because there's not going to be a lot of people on mid just because of how spread you have to be. Ooh, a ton of blind fires going up in the top. Everybody going into the angles that they want to hold. So I'm holding an incredibly close, dangerous angle. Gets hard flash and blind fires. It doesn't quite get the Sky. That would have been very impressive. It's just Pierogi. Pierogi takes out Sky. It's a 1v1. Bomb is down. Pierogi throws out the molly. Oh, unfortunate. KJ was able to land a really nice headshot on Pierogi. And there's still plenty of time left on bomb. So, UAH is going to take this round, evening it up 2 to 2.
Right now. So funny.
Now, as we get into round 5, now is whenever we should start to consider what ultimates are entering the board. For Center, we have Snom's Jet ult and Whisper's Gecko ult. Thrash on this map, because of how like sharp the turns are and how just Gecko's really nice on this map. Thrash could be big. But to counter all this, UAH has got those Jet knives. As we've seen, Jet is an incredibly formidable foe for Center, and those Jet knives, which are both being pulled out from Snom and Frost. We're going to have the 1v1 of the century here. Oh, knives being thrown out. Having to spend one on turret, there's not much that Snom can really do. Stuck with a classic and a knife, and that's it. Really unfortunate the way that worked out, but Frost, I'm sure, is also down in knives. Hoping for a headshot, sees that turret, didn't quite take it out the first time. There's the smoke. Jet is looking to peek on Snom now that they know where Snom is. Snom has to hope for a really nice headshot here. So we're leading the others onto A while Snom stalls on B. Unfortunate, Frost was able to land that headshot. That is going to restore Frost's knives as well. Sora's going to get that pick. A really close match. 4 to 4. Frost is going to take out Pierogi. Whisper knowing that there's one up there. Wasn't quite able to play with that close angle. Sora taking out one. The aftershock going out, preventing the defuse, but allows them to get the half. It's a 1-to-1 with bomb halved. Sora considers ulting, but knows that they can wait for the bomb defuse. The concuss goes out. Doesn't expect it. Heard the bomb defuse and then peeked it. Saw that there was no one there, not considering that they would have been crouched behind the box. That's incredibly unfortunate for Ixora. Just caught a little bit off guard. With that absolutely heartbreaking round loss, we're not in too much of a deficit. It's not anything that anyone should be worried about. Center is only down by 1 round, and also Center has 4 ultimates. Center has 4 ultimates that could absolutely dominate a round. It looks like Ixora is gonna bust that one instantly, clearing off B site. A lot of people having to run through mollies. Whisper taking a ton of damage. Bomb not able to go down. Ixora and Pierogi are taking out any aggressors, though. Bomb moving on to a different site, but they don't exactly know that. They know that Bomb isn't down, and so they should probably go for the rotate, but Ixora is deep. Ixora is deep and is looking for more, can't quite find anything, but gets a decent amount of damage off. Throwing that stall utility. Whisper is going to plant that bomb. Thrash comes out. And I think just due to pathing, Thrash is not going to find anything. Unfortunate, Whisper is going to get taken out by a Phantom. They know where they are because they know that Thrash covered one, and they've got 2 people in the other one, so they know where they're coming from. Snom is hoping that they're going to walk her direction, but looks like they're going to go the other way. Blimey takes out one. Doesn't know that there's one right above her head. Rohi's going to take that one out. Bomb is defusing. Oh! A lovely little wall bang headshot to win that round. Pierogi was like, we cannot lose 2 rounds in a row to these hiding diffusers. We've got to take one of these guys out. And they did. That is going to even it back up 3-3. As we saw in the first map, this is an incredibly close matchup, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited for it to see where this goes, especially longer term. These ultimates, Center did use a lot of their ultimates. A lot of their ultimates came out that round, and UAH's ultimates are all up. Not all up, but we go into this round for a C push. Snom is going to get taken out by Frost. A little bit of a rivalry forming between the two. Whisper is going to take out the KJ. Using that utility to get on site. Throwing out Wingman.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. There.
A lot of utility being thrown out and is going to prevent Wingman from defusing. They probably thought that that somebody was planning and they would maybe get a kill off that, and it's somewhat lucky that only Wingman fell to that series of mollies. Bomb is going to go down even after they use the Brimstone ultimate. Blimey looking away at exactly the wrong time, but getting the headshot anyway. Gets hit by a Seeker. Blimey can't see. Blind Fires doesn't get anything. Ixora and Whisper getting theirs. Whisper getting a third. That was beautiful from Whisper. Just so many people on site that in the chaos, Whisper was just able to just, oh, hi there, and then and take them out when they weren't even looking. I think that round is, while it did give one in Center's favor, it evened a lot of things up. Just as many losses are had here with like deaths and things like that. A lot of these rounds are really close, so finance isn't going to be a thing that's super different. And ultimates. 2 rounds ago, Center used all of their ultimates, and last round, UAH used all of theirs. Sora's going to take out Frost. That's a really big pick for Center. Whisper's going to use that util, get on site. Not going to quite see anybody, but there are people close. Wingman going out. There's mollies being popped, but not going to get Wingman. That bomb is going to go down. The blind fire through the smoke from Blimey. It's like it's a little bit more virtuous for the others. Blimey's just getting hit with everything, and then a flash to top it off. And then the molly. Blimey cannot catch a break here at 21 health. Whisper's gonna get flashed and can't do anything about the judge. Hard flashed. Blimey. And then we have to Ixora. Ixora can't quite pull off the 1v4, which is not surprising. A lot of utility was just thrown in a really either haphazard or coordinated way. I'm not quite sure. And it's going to even it to 4-4. We see ultimates are coming back up. Thrash is back on the table, as well as Orbital Strike. I think that going into this round, C is something that was working, but maybe we need to see a little bit of a mix-up. Having that 1v1 against Frost is hurting us sometimes, but allowing us to get a pick on a really big player other times. Deciding to go with that C push again. Throwing a ton of bullets. Their presence is going to be known. Grabbing the ult orbs, making the presence. Going for the rotate. They've showed face, and some utility's been used on them. And it's time to pack their bags and get out. Snom and Blimey are gonna stay just to make sure that some noise is still being made, but looks like the rest of the team is gonna push A. So we're making noise on door. Not quite sure if they heard that drop, and Pierogi's gonna get taken out, but Ixora is gonna trade that. Not a bad trade. It's quite even. 4-4. Center is up a duelist. The utility doesn't quite see Whisper. If somebody tries to peek Heaven, Whisper is going to have the advantage. But if they decide to drop, which it looks like they are, Xora's going to use that utility to prevent the defuse. Blimey's taken one. And shoots at the bomb. Not quite anyone on bomb. And once again, we go back to a 1-win lead for one of the teams. This time it's UAH 5-4. Start to get into that realm of considering what end of halftime is going to look like. I'm incredibly eager to see what attack for UAH looks like. As we've seen, Snom has been super aggro against Frost, just trying to prove that they're the better jet and get a really nice pick off rip. And whenever we go to attack, I wonder if Frost is going to maintain that mentality of incredibly aggressive in order to try and get something at a center. Or uses that concuss. Is going to hit the concuss, but Jet's already pushed way back. A lot of utility being used. And like last round, is going to back up. So we're making a little bit of noise, but with the Sheriff, they know that gotta be a little bit more cautious. Can't quite hold that alone. Unfortunate. Grim is going to pick up 3, but Pierogi's going to trade. Not a great trade, but trade nonetheless. On a judge on the close right there. And behind, I'm not quite sure what happened there. An unfortunate spray. And the judge is going to take out Pierogi. Victoria's going to pick up that rifle. Victoria incredibly hurt. Oh, a nerve-wracking sequence of events there. That is going to lead to 6-4 in UAH's favor. These next 2 rounds could even it up for center, or it could just give a lead to UAH that center had last map. As we saw, that didn't exactly help center, as they did end up losing that map. So I think that anything can happen here. Frost is about to pick up that ultimate. They will at least have it for the final round. Frost getting aggressive here. Let's see if Ixora can't counter that. Ixora peeks and takes out Frost. What a beautiful kill. Pushing onto C. Util being thrown out, presence being known. Couple angles being held from unpredictable places. Spike goes down. Blimey's going to get that pick. Beautiful pick from Blimey. That other showstopper is going to be there. Oh, an incredible headshot from Snom. Snom does have those knives. Is probably going to hold on to him for last round, though. It's 5-2. They know roughly where the last two are. Nobody's super hurt. This is heavily in Center's favor. It's going to be a really big play for UAH to get back in this. A nice little trade. Snom gets one. Snom gets taken out. Ixor cleans it up. Now, looking at ultimates. Center has 3, but no real hope. No real hope for Whisper and Blimey's ultimate. And then if we look over to UAH, they've got a ton of ultimates. They've got 2, and then possibly Sky's ult. And I suppose if ult orbs were grabbed, maybe KJ's ult, but I would not anticipate it. This last round, we should see at least 5 ults. At least 5 ults be thrown out. Sky is a really big pick here if they can prevent those Seekers from coming out. Knives get thrown out. Snom gets a pick that KJ's taken out. Making that presence onto site. Wanting to get that bomb down. Ixor is guessing where they are, going to throw out the aftershock. Even if they aren't there, it's a possible delay. Snom's going to get taken out by those knives. Oof. Knives are going to get taken off the table, but Ixor is also going to get taken off the table. It's a 3-3. Bomb is down. The center's hurt. Oh, Whisper with the close range Odin couldn't quite see around themselves. Blimey taken out. Accidentally hits the wrong button to throw their guns on the ground, I do believe. Or maybe just knew that it was over. Not quite much you can do against that. They're defusing, and you're getting Brimstone ulted, and there's 3 people on site. It's gonna bring it to 7-5. An incredibly close game still, even as we hit halftime, and this pistol round could make it to where we're just that much closer. As we go into the second half, we should be really focusing on our duelists. Now that center's duelists aren't on attack anymore, are they going to be as prevalent? And whenever we go to UAH, are their duelists gonna pick it up? Are they gonna pick it up now that they've sort of, switched to their side? The round's gonna start. Looks like they're gonna play incredibly passive here. Not really doing much, but they are gonna slow peek onto A. Not dedicating bomb to a site yet, though. Blimey can't see anything. Ooh, Snom's gonna get taken out by a ghost. They can hear that jet running onto site. Whisper gets taken out. Jet's right there. Blimey takes out the jet. A massive pick. Getting shot from behind. There's too many people.
Last player standing.
Just Blimey. Blimey gets taken out. Unfortunate picks, but if anybody's gonna get a ruined economy, it's gonna be Jet, which is quite nice, as Jet is a really big player for UAH. 8-5. That does mean that center. There's a decent chance that center loses this round, as they will have pistols, and UAH is just gonna have a little bit better guns. I think that if Snom or Blimey can pull out really big, unexpected, aggressive plays, that could be something big. Snom is going to be aggressive, but just on the wrong side, unfortunately, as UH pushes C.
Caution here.
Sort of having to back up because they know that they can't win 2-5. Gonna flank though, and not get anything. Very unfortunate. Snom and Whisper down, and bomb is being planted.
Spike planted.
That util stalling them. Pierogi gets taken out. While this may seem hopeless, they can still hope for picks here.
Last player standing.
Can't quite get around Frost. It's going to lead to a flawless for UAH. However, this round should go to center. It's been an incredibly close game, and there's no reason that center shouldn't be able to, if not win, get some decent headway in the economy whenever it comes to this round right here. Rifles are being thrown up onto the table. Snom, I think Snom and Frost might go toe-to-toe a little bit here. I think Snom's looking for that 1v1. Whether or not they get it is a different question. Snom gets taken out. But so does Frost. Blimey getting taken out. Whisper getting taken out. It's 2-4, but UAH's biggest player is being taken out. Sorry, knows to reposition for the flash. Gets one. Gets dog. Looking for another one. Pierogi pushing on a site, able to take Ixor's place. Bomb has not been dedicated anywhere. There is someone behind. There's one.
Spike down A.
Pierogi doesn't know. Unfortunate. Still a big round whenever it came to kills. It is 10-5. A substantial lead has been gotten by UAH. It's going to take some really big plays, for center to close that gap, especially if really every round is precious here. As we go into this, ultimates are not exactly on the board. Maybe after a few picks they will be, but they can't be counted on for the start. A lot of flashes pushing Whisper back. Can't really see through the smoke. Having to back off. Blimey holding a really close angle in door. They're not going to push that. Blimey might see one there. Making a ton of noise, distracting Blimey. Is going to get one from behind. It's a fantastic trade. Snom coming up from the flank. Looks like Ixora's coming to help. Bomb is down, but site control is not something that they exactly have. Getting approached from all sides here. Snom getting one. A lucky right click from Pierogi. Picks up the Vandal. Oh, unfortunate. It's just Whisper, 1v2 with the Marshal. This isn't unwinnable. Whisper just had to play that like near imperfect as they had rifles and Whisper just had that Marshal. 11-5. That means that UAH only has to win 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds for UAH and about 7 for center. And Snom is going to call that timeout. I think that just like last round or last map, they're going to use this timeout to retalk strategy. They're going to have to pull a lot of wins out and in rapid succession. They need to come up with a way to pull this win out. I think that a lot of these plays are coming down to just how spread out the team is, with Lotus being such a attack-sided map and how spread thin defenders are. There's just not a lot of opportunities to where center can play together, and not that that really can be helped. Kind of just an aspect of Lotus. Moving forward, I think that whatever strategy they're coming up with right now kind of needs to be the winning strategy. Blimey has that ult, but it's really all that they can count on. Gun's not something that's super available to them. UAH looking for a little bit of a split push between B and A.
There.
Oof, the mollies go out. Not too much damage taken from center. They're going to push on. Pierogi and Ixor getting theirs. Limey taken out. And Pierogi's going to trade.
One enemy
Oh, Pierogi saw another but couldn't quite get the damage.
Spike
Whisper getting
down
one.
A.
Last one. 3-1. Bomb is in center's control. There's not really much that UAH can do here. Ray's opting to either save or go around for a really big flank. Ixora might expect it, though. The nade goes out. Ixora has to back up. That concuss. Catches the raise. Ixora doesn't want to push it. A little bit nervous. Respectably so. They know where Raze is, and it looks like Raze is going to want to save.
30 seconds left.
Maybe still looking for Ixora. And Ixora, I think, a little bit blood-hungry wants that too. Ixora getting taken out, unfortunate, but Whisper is going to make sure that it stops right there. Like I said, the strategies that they were coming up with in that timeout, they needed to be a winning strategy, and whatever they discussed, it worked. It worked for that round. Let's hope that they can stretch it out a couple more. Looking at UAH's ultimates, a lot of them are coming up. A lot of those ultimates are coming up right now, and it could be bad news. If they space these out correctly, it could stretch between the two rounds. However, I think that center, it's not out of the question that they shut it down. Pushing on to C, Snom. Snom wants to show face before they even get there. They're not really dedicating any sort of attention now that they're pushing on. Frost jet knives are out. There goes Seekers. There goes Showstopper. So we're getting the flash and the Seeker.
Spike planted.
Frost is hurt. Oh, having to blind fire through that smoke. Incredibly nerve-wracking. Bomb is down. Oh, Whisper, hard flash. Can't throw util. Throws out the mosh pit. Jet can't push up. Unfortunate. Whisper gets taken out by those knives.
Last player standing.
Frost gets another, and Frost gets a third. That is going to make it 12-6, meaning that center is going to have to get a seven game streak in order to bring it to overtime. If they lose one round, then it will lose them the map. And I believe in a best of three, it will also lose them the series. They're going to have to play incredibly careful, and as we see here, incredibly close. Pierogi and Snom opting for those shotguns. Sometimes a little bit of a game changer here. Oh, it looks like Snom might be getting countered with a shotgun. Oh, but Snom gets theirs. Looks like that judge paid off. A lot of presence on B has been known here, and now UAH is looking for a new site to go to. Not quite sure where to go, but that also means that there's going to be no rotates from center. Moving on to A. Not a lot of presence from center on A. We just have one player. But it is Pierogi with a Bucky. Takes out the dog. Presence is known. Whisper did use that thrash. Pierogi gets taken out by Frost. Frost gets Snom. Limey's got the showstopper. Can't quite get Frost.
30 seconds
It is
left.
just Whisper and Ixora. Whisper gets concussed. Ixor gets taken out. It's just Whisper. 1-4. They have to 1v4 in order to win this. Spike is down. Takes out Frost. Does not take out the Sky. And that will be 13-6. UAH's favor. A loss for Center. Not only the map, but also the series. An incredibly close series. A lot of these rounds, even whenever it was more of a streak, a lot of these rounds are really close. It was down to the wire in a lot of them. I think that both teams had a little bit of fun on each map, and hopefully can move forward and learn a little bit. This has been the third week for Valorant games, Center versus UAH. And do we have, when is our next stream?
Wednesday. League of Legends. Followed by Overwatch on Thursday, Rocket League on Friday.
Fantastic. We'll see y'all then.
Y'all take care.